Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
ma'am, let's have an overview of Millennium Development Goals. So, MDG, they were implemented in 2000 till 2015. So, the MDG are the total 8 international development goals that were established in the Millennium Summit of the United Nations in 2000. The 8 development goals included eradication, extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality, empower women, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, global partnership for development. Now there was a shift from MDG to SDG. Why there was shift? So basically, MDG had complete lot of MDG mostly complained and has a lot of analysis and justification behind the objectives. And at the same time, MDG MDG was adopted in 2000, whereas it only focused on developing countries. But the main aim was again to reduce the extreme poverty. But then the SDG was adopted in 2015 and it will be ended in 2030. Basically, it will be applied to all the countries to eradicate the poverty in all the forms and to realize the economic empowerment through sustainable development. And there has been shift in terms of goals also. MDG had 8 goals, but now sustainable SDG has 17 with 169 targets and 230 global indicators. So the first I would like to tell that SDGs are the United Nations sponsored effort which have been create a common set of development goals for all communities in every country with a deadline for the attainment of about 2030. At the United Nations, the Sustainable Development Summit was held on 25th September 2015, where the 193 members of UN adopted with set of 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And the other in the aim is to get the government organizations, foundations, and NGOs to focus on global problems and able to measure progress and solutions. SDGs also have key features of the SDG is that there are 3 key features of SDG. One is universal, indivisible, and transformative. So universal here stands like the global goals set for the world we want, what we want. It is applicable to development and developing countries. The indivisible cannot means like it cannot be positioned in hierarchy or the prioritization order. It implies like to the enjoyment and other rights, also the basic rights. And the transformative includes the current challenges and the opportunities. It includes 5P, that is peace, people, planet, prosperity, and partnership. So people will in the 5 pillars of SDG are people, planet, partnership, peace, and prosperity. People, it mostly it's like end the poverty, hunger in all the forms to ensure dignity and equality. Planet is to protect our planet from for the natural resources, climate for the future generations. Now the partnership, it includes implement the agenda through a solid global partnership and collaborations. Peace is like foster peace, just like forming inclusive education, inclusive society. Prosperity, it includes ensure prosperous, fulfilling lives, bring in harmony with the nature. Overview, like coming towards SDGs goals. So basically, end first goal of the SDG is to end up the poverty. So it includes to end up the poverty in all the forms and to protect the it in all the forms, and it is an ambitious goal. In 2000, the world was committed to having the number of people living in extreme poverty, but still, uh, there are many countries which are really working hard and to end up and eradicate the poverty. The next is the freedom from hunger. Basically, it involves zero hunger and end hunger. It involves the achieving the food security, improve nutrition, promote sustainable agriculture. And yes, in past 20 years, the hunger has dropped by almost half. Many countries that used to suffer from famine and hunger can now meet the nutritional needs for the most vulnerable groups. And yes, there has been an incredible accomplishment, but still lot of things needs to be changed for eradicating poverty and hunger and for fulfillment of the basic needs. uh, the third the third goal is good health and well-being. So it ensures healthy life, promote well-being for at all ages. We all know that yes, it is important to have good health. Our health affects how much we do every day and how much we enjoy, how we perform the work. That's why this goal is very important, as it is necessary to have access to safe, effective life, medicines, vaccines. Even in the 25 years before, when the SDGs were not made, the main focus was then to have preventable and safe life, even like preventable child deaths, immortality, maternal mortality. Yet the changes has to be made, especially in the diseases like for AIDS, and which has been the leading cause of deaths even in adolescents. Now, the fourth goal is to have quality education. It involves in ensuring inclusive, equitable, quality education to promote lifelong learning and opportunities for all. As the education, it mostly involves that uh, the poverty, due to the poverty, the many children have been dropped out in the school. So the kids from the poorest household, they likely get any education. But now the aim is to have that each child should get the education irrespective of the status. And yeah, this goal also specifies like to achieving the universal primary education and secondary with affordable vocational training and access to higher education and more. The fifth goal is again the gender equality, which achieve the gender equality and to empower the women and the girl. As we can celebrate the great progress, and yes, the gender equality has improved from before, and in just about a way, women, like before, the women and the girls, they did not get the opportunity like to do whatever they wanted to do. Like earlier, there were a lot of the girls who were denied to study, but now, yes, the changes are taking place. The percentage of women in getting up the jobs have increased. The sustainable development goal aimed to ensure that there is need to end up the discrimination against women and girls everywhere. The sixth one is about the clean water and sanitization. Ensure that availability and the sustainability management of water and sanitation for all. So basically, it involves everyone on the earth should have access to safe, affordable drinking water. And that goal for 2020, while many people take clean drinking water for granted, I think the next world war would be for the water only, because it's one of the precious resource. So like we have to save it, and but we can only do this by moving towards a new path, by making more international cooperations, collaborations, protecting the wetlands, rivers, sharing water treatment technologies can only accomplish this goal. The seventh one is affordable and clean energy. It ensures the ensure access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable and modern energy for all. So the progress is to still there are many people who need a cheap energy light in their homes, streets. Use of phones, computers have risen because it has become a necessity. However, we get this energy and the fossil fuels, all green house gas emissions are making drastic changes in the climate, leading to big problems. And instead, we have to make certain energy efficient resources so that we can invest in clean energy sources like the solar wind powers are increasing, and that will definitely help to meet the electricity needs, protect our environment, and yes, it will help to balance up the nature too. The eighth goal is decent worth and economic growth. So basically, it promotes sustained, inclusive, sustainable economic growth, fulfilling productive employment and decent worth. So the important part of economic growth is that the people have jobs that pay enough support to them to protect up their families. The good news is that there is certain, like from the previous years, yes, the middle class is also growing up. They are also setting up the jobs, but today the job growth is not keeping up the pace. Like mostly in the labor world, they do not get that fixed job that they will be doing that work. So the things do not have that way. We have to promote up the policies, especially encouraging the entrepreneurship jobs creations. We can only eradicate the forced labor, slavery, and human trafficking if like we provide decent worth to all men and women by 2030. The ninth is the industry innovation and infrastructure. So basically, it builds the resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. So the technological progress helps in addressing, yes, the big challenges such as creating jobs, becoming more energy efficient. The more the more is like we have to work towards the new investment in innovation infrastructure, bring in to bridge up the gap between digital and promoting more of sustainable industries is necessary, which will only bring up the innovations and will facilitate all importance of sustainable development.
Just for a moment, Medha, and for the group, I'll ask, is it okay if she continues because she just reached to 10 and there are 17 goals? Or you want to be more interactive? Let's understand this thing.
Yes.
Your mic is muted, Anand.
I need to get used to this. Okay, so yeah, so no, she's just one more slide that is pending. She's covering
No,
up
no,
this.
that not a slide because we know there are 17, but I was just asking, it's like, because earlier it was NEP and we were basically understanding. Now SDGs for everyone, whatever you are doing. So what I want is Medha also, you are telling beautifully. For you are explaining us that although we have also shared certain resources, I'm just asking the forum, will you like to be more interactive or just allowing the Medha to continue and finish it off? I'm just
I only need clarity on one thing. Pardon my little knowledge or maybe little consciousness here. As you rightly pointed that earlier we were talking about NEP and now it is SDG, and SDG seemingly is applicable to everything across the horizon that anyone in this country is going to take up.
right.
Having said that, very silly question maybe, but I will dare to ask that. Um, why are we discussing SDG after
Super.
NEP, and how are we going to vet it? Because I could only figure out you know, two goals: goal number 4 and goal number 8, which is related to NEP. I want little clarity
Okay,
here.
super. I think this is something yeah, which actually is in my mind, and Ananda will agree to that point. And let's continue because now we are four of us. So we are at the same page. Let's do it. Medha, can you explain this? And please, Anju, don't think any question is silly. Answers may be silly. Question is very relevant because
Yes.
it is already there. And never underestimate your potential. You are superb. You are a resource.
Thank you so much. And Medha, over to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Should I continue with the next one?
No, I think you should respond to what Dr. Anju has asked a question. What
Oh,
is
ma'am.
the purpose of using SDG and talking about it right now? Why?
Ma'am, basically, SDG is important because as we are moving, we need to know that where the focus point should be लाइक NEP से हम जब इससे हम जोड़ते हैं SDG से, तो हमें पता चलता है कि चाइल्ड मोर्टेलिटी या फिर कितने ड्रॉप आउट्स थे पहले, और अब हम किस चीजों पे काम करेंगे थ्रू दीज गोल्स. सो
Okay.
yes ma'am, so I think
Right. Yeah,
yes,
I think, and let's share our mind. First and foremost, Anju, what do you think? Just randomly guess why we have to talk about SDG. Why after we have already spoken about NEP.
To my mind, a very loud thought comes is कि किसी भी चीज को माइक्रो लेवल पे करने के लिए मैक्रो पता होना चाहिए that in which environment are we existing. So for me, this is more like an environment. You know, all these goals are forming an environment around me, and I see myself along with the team working in the direction of NEP with all the policy which is there. So it is an environment, SDG, and here we are working, taking care of the environment. This is all I can visualize.
Super. Ananda, your thoughts on this? Don't worry, you are unmuted. You can speak.
Okay. All right. So one of the reasons why we are taking this up is how we can get ourselves aligned with the efforts that are happening the world over. Right? When we are aligned, the movement is easy, friction is less, and the little bit of our effort will do it. So we need to be, and so that you said the same thing when you're saying that it is a macro environment. Let us understand the macro environment, and then let us focus on our focus will become much better on the activity that we can do. We cannot take the activity. The more we focus on the activity, the more understanding that we have before we focus on the activity, that much more effective we will become, because we'll start doing the right things. And we will also improve our efficiency because we are aligned, and a lot of things will start falling in the place. Okay. That is the reason that we are actually right now only putting the foundation. Right?
Okay.
Shashi, you can
Perfect.
now.
So
You can
taking
continue.
by everyone, whatever you said, well, the way Medha said that once we are aware of SDG, it is easier for us to keep our NEP efforts aligned, that we are on the right track. And the way Dr. Anju said, it is a micro and a macro level, and also the atmosphere. I'll go more as an ecosystem. Wherever we are surviving, whatever is, if we are aligned, the way Ananda just put it beautifully, if we are aligned, what happens when you are aligned? Like in a car, there are 4 wheels. Even if the car wheels are not aligned, car will still move, but there will be a lot of wear and tear. But if the wheels are aligned, one, you reduce the wear and tear. At the same time, your speed and the direction and the success is more, possible. That will I'll say. So that was a reason. First, we start with ourselves. Let's see in our case also, the Mastermind Conclave. We all came together. We had some common pain area. We were concerned about the education status of our country, of our child, or of our group, whatever it is, right? And this thing brought us together. And then we said, okay, what is happening at a national level? That's why how the NEP came up. Now the new policy, whatever we wanted, has come up, and now is our time to implement. But when we are making that implement, developing a strategy, and if you remember all the 9 areas which we broke down, talking about and the end by Rekha about the governance part of it, doing part of it, everything is there. Now what to do? So there we'll understand that with the understanding of especially Millennium Goals and now the Sustainable Development Goals, this helps us that whatever we are doing in alignment, then our ecosystem also support us. So, yeah, please.
No. Please complete. Then I'll.
Yeah.
Please
So
complete.
the point is, when we are doing an effort, we might be doing it, but it's like rowing your boat along with the wind direction. Then you go faster with less effort. But if you row your boat again the current, then you put a lot of effort, and the movement is also not as expected. So this is how understanding our ecosystem, understanding our own system, and understanding our own potential will help us to align and pick and choose. And this is where I feel as a Mastermind Conclave team, we are coming on a platform where we can pick and choose where we want to put our effort without doing any wastage of our energy, time, and capabilities. Yeah. Yeah.
So I now get it way more clearly,
Mhm.
and to my mind, now the actionable goal is we can design a pitch using all these all these SDGs. Second,
Absolutely.
any course that we intend to maybe develop, or we
Absolutely.
in so again, if we keep all these goals in mind, then perhaps there is no wear and tear, or there is less wear and tear, as you said.
And
So
also each and every action of ours will be totally aligned with our system. So what happens in, that's why we call it as an enrichment talk. It is for everyone. It's not only for our purpose, it's for everyone, because wherever, in whatever capacity are you working, you will be aware of that. And I think Medha, I don't know whether you mentioned or not, what we are saying is that SDG 2015, what they said was by 2030 there will be total inclusion of people with disability, and in a way further going down is by 2030 zero discrimination. That is what the goal, the whole world is moving towards that. So let's see, in whatever capacity, wherever we are, how we can minimize the discrimination. Actually we should aim at zero discrimination, but we have all our ifs and buts. Kya karo, ye aisa farak hota hai. No matter what, whatever the way you define discrimination, now it's not important to say, okay, discrimination means this and not this. No, it is zero discrimination. Because if you remember, for the child age, at certain age it is 18 years, for certain it is 21, for certain it is 15. Why? Because depending upon the context, here the discrimination is discrimination in whatever capacity. So if you aim at, this is what the whole world is looking up to, and UN is saying that by 2030 zero discrimination. So if we are aligned with that, whatever course we are designing, whatever action we are doing, then it really helps us to come. Actually, I feel, I mean, personally, I feel that you come on the bigger platform because your goals are attached to the, the universe goals, I'll say that way, right? So all these, and you said, Dr. Anju, that it is on the fourth goal and there is
4
one
and
more
8,
goal, eighth.
4th and 8th.
Yeah, but there are others, like suppose 11 is also talking about, and others are also there. In certain areas it is very clearly mentioned, and Medha, just help me if I am wrong, just correct me. In certain areas it's very clearly mentioned about the disability, but in others, if it is not, it is hidden. And if you see all these 17 goals, even if you pick up one, you will be able to achieve others also. Is that's how, the way you talked about MDG and SDG. MDG was just telling you, but logical understanding and evolution happens in sustainable goals because they understand that thing. Suppose right now whatever is on screen, say if I say goal number 13 is take action on climate change, and 11 is sustainable city and community. You tell me, can one be done without the other thing, other goal?
No, one will be a cause, another will be an effect. So cause
And
and
either
effect
way,
will follow.
wherever is it can, but it cannot be this can exist without this. No,
No, no, no, no.
this has. And then talk about 9, innovation and infrastructure. Tell me, without this, can the sustainable cities be there?
Of course not. So something is going to be a source, something is going to be an end. So
So what I feel is, and Medha, you have just studied that. I find these sustainable development goals are designed so beautifully to capture, not to leave anyone, not to leave anyone behind. Come from whatever area you are coming, you have a role to play in SDG. You just pick up one. And there I would like to mention right now that in now the other groups, one person just picked up the first, no hunger. And that just doing no hunger, I think he's touching to all the goals. And this is how he just, although it's one pointedness, you will might say it is one pointedness, but that one pointedness is also affecting the other 16 areas. And in a way it is a holistic approach. So this is how the whole thing is. And although Medha, you have done an extensive research and I'm really happy about it, but at the same time, seeing the limitation of the time, because it's already 11:40 and I would like to have more on discussion. Although these slides are there, we can say, have a view on that. We can also keep on pondering on certain questions, like the way Dr. Anju just mentioned, why SDG when we are talking about NEP. Now the clarity has come. I will just take it further. And also you said that, Dr. Anju, that even if we take one, like Meda, you talked about 5 Ps, which was very interesting. And none of the P can be done without the other 4 Ps. So you might say 5P, and that's okay, Anand. There's no need to shift the slide, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
No. So just tell me, can any 1P be done without the other 4P? No. So this is how the whole focus is on. We can also choose our niche area in that whole system, in that whole 17 SDGs, and see how we can implement it through our NEP. So, Medha, I'll give it over to you for another 2 minutes so that you complete that. And in the meantime, others can keep on thinking that what is in this I can pick up or we can pick up, because now I think I means this light bearers and I is inclusive of other 4 in the group, right? And so far, we have done the recording of other NEP sessions, although we have not made it available to everyone, in fact, to none. But for this meeting, whatever happens in this group, the recording will be done. And most probably, I mean, what I would like it, everybody make a point to attend. We will be very particular about the time, because recording will be just hearing, but being more interactive is important. So until there's some very peculiar case and all those things, that's a different story, but it is important to be in person and be interactive so that the meaningful conclusions can be drawn. Over to you, Medha.
Yes, ma'am. The 12th one is responsible consumption and production. So basically it ensures the sustainable consumption and production patterns, and it basically focuses on how we can consume the natural resources, talks about the children, how children can enjoy them, how it basically the hard part is to achieve this goal is that we have to manage the natural resource more efficiently without deposition of dispose of toxic and waste better. And the per capita food waste that happens is that one of the major disadvantage, and we have to get the business consumers to reduce and more focus on recycle waste, which will eventually help the countries and have typically no focus on better and responsible consumption patterns. The 13th one talks about the climate action. Faith urge actions to combat the climate change and its impact. Every country in the world is basically seeing drastic effects in the climate change. The annual losses mostly happens because of earthquakes, tsunamis, tropical cyclones, flooding count in the hundreds, and this becomes one of the major disadvantage as the vulnerable groups are mostly affected from it. So the basic aim is to protect the environment, and also the pre-industrial levels needs to be controlled. The sustainable development also focuses on protecting up the and focusing more on climate action which needs to be taken, which applies to all the countries, and which is one of the earth challenge to meet. The 14th one is the life below water. Conserve and sustainably use the ocean, sea, marine resources for sustainable development. As we know that the ocean made the human life possible, the temperature, the one of the major things is that the world's fish stock obviously comes from the ocean, and that's not a sustainable way of life. Every person who live now near the ocean cannot live without it. So ocean absorb about 30% of carbon dioxide that human produces. So but we are producing more carbon dioxide than even before, that makes the ocean more acidic. So yes, we need to stop our trash and throwing up the pieces of plastic. Whereas this sustainable development goal indicates that there is need for managing and protecting the life below water. This 15th one talks about the life on the land, protect, restore, promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably manage forest, combat and halt, reserve and land degradation, and halt the biodiversity losses. So the humans and the other animals also rely on the form of the life, the land, for food, clean air, clean water, and basically the plant life makes up about 80% of the human diet. Forest, which also cover about 30% of the earth's surface, which will help to keep the air, water clean, and the animal species. But the land and the life on are still in trouble. So there is need for that. Even the deserts are spreading up, the animal breeds are going extended. We need to protect up this sustainable tool. Typically aims to conserve, restore the use of terrestrial ecosystem like forests, wetlands, drylands, mountains by 2030. The 16th one says about the
One
peace.
sec, Medha, one
justice.
second. We will get logged out just now. Please re-log in with the same ID as it is. Go ahead, Medha.
Okay, so should I log in?
Yeah,
Just finish it and do that.
Yeah, we'll get logged out. Okay, let's log out and then log in again. Yeah, okay.
Okay.